Hey everybody, it's Mark, and this is Article Club, a community of thoughtful readers that focuses on one great article every month on race, education, or culture. Before I say anything else, I want to thank all of you for listening, and in particular, the new Article Clubbers where this is your first month, so welcome. We're in April now, and this month we're discussing Baking Bread in Lyon by Bill Buford. This article was one of my 3 favorite pieces of 2020, and I'm really happy that Mr. Buford agreed to participate. In fact, he's going to be at our live discussion on Sunday, April 25th from 2 to 3 p.m. Pacific time, so if you're listening to this and want to participate, please do. All you need to do is sign up at highlighter.cc/discussion. All right, I wanted to take just a minute or two to share a few thoughts about why I love this article. Actually, I still remember the first time I read it back last year. It was during the beginning of the pandemic when everyone was really sheltering in place, when everything was surreal and we were all feeling the beginnings of being cooped up. I remember it was a weekend and I was in my normal reading spot, which is on one corner of the couch, and I had the physical version of the New Yorker magazine, and the light was coming through the window. It was pretty great. And I began the article and I didn't totally know what it was all about, but then 30 minutes later, I was finished, and I remember setting the magazine down and thinking to myself that was pretty amazing. It's actually an article that's easy and difficult to summarize. Some of you have been telling me that, like my blurb that I wrote, it doesn't quite make it seem like a transformative piece. And I understand that. That's probably because I failed to capture the article's essence. Yes, it's about a white guy who is already eminently successful, who decides to pursue a dream and takes his entire family from New York to France so that he can learn to be a chef. It sounds a little cliche, it sounds even a bit selfish, but I have to say the storytelling, the writing, it got to me. Maybe it was about his making bread, or maybe it was about the sense of adventure, maybe it was the time that I read it. Actually, I think it was, more than anything else, I think it was Bob the Baker. This article is just great in so many ways, but really it's about Bob and the relationship that Bill has with him. I think that that's what the heart of the article is. It's what I left with. It's what I found was so moving. The funny thing is I can't exactly tell you all the details of what happens in the article because I haven't read it again recently, which is what I'm going to do this week. And I really hope that you do too, and annotate it if you want to as well. But I do remember being moved, and I really hope that you like it too. All right, so that's enough about me and my thoughts. Now it's time for us all to read and annotate the piece optionally. If you want to do that, all you need to do is go to hltr.co/bread. You can also go to articleclub.org just for all the posts. If you've already finished the piece, you can also share your first impressions before the discussion. You can share your questions. You can do that in the comments. And of course, if you don't want to share in the comments, but you just want to sort of reach out to me, you can always do that at mark@highlighter.cc. All right. Thanks so much for being part of this month's Article Club, and I'll see you next week.